Hey, virtual students. This is something I get asked often, and I want to make sure that I can address it so that we can all just be on the same understanding of things. So here goes. Am I in good virtual standing? How to remain in good standing with my virtual Edmentum courses. Okay, the first way we can do that is through our tutorials. Make sure you are completing all of the tutorial, including that student activity where you have to go in and actually type in answers in paragraph form within your tutorials. Also, make sure you are taking good notes. There are guided notes available for you on each one of your tutorials. All right. Also, we remain in good standing by communication. And what does this mean? It means I am responding to emails. I'm sending emails when I need them, whether that email is in your Gmail or in your Edmentum messaging. Either one of those. It is important to remain in good standing with your virtual while we communicate with each other. That means I'm also showing up to Google Meets that I've been invited, or it is a priority for that particular course for you to be part of the Google Meet. Also, your Google Classroom or Canvas, whichever one your teacher is using for that particular course, make sure you're checking that often. And then also, if Remind is something that a teacher uses, please make sure that you are reading those. Teachers only send out information that you need. Also, your grades. It is the goal for all Edmentum students to receive an 80% or higher on their mastery test. The reason for this is that we understand when we look at our tutorials and we look at the time spent, we see that students who make 80s or higher on these are participating. They're getting the best that their education has to offer. Same thing with post-test. We push for those 80s or higher, just with the different percentages, with the base on what your grades are, just how it will all weigh out. So when we see our students are making 80s or higher and spending time in those tutorials, 25, 30 minutes plus per tutorial, that tells us that our students are pacing exactly like they need to be. Also, pacing dates. All right, so in your Edmentum, we have all seen where those pacing dates, okay? So within 1 week of target completion dates on our mastery test and our post test, that means if something is due today, say October 21st, in 1 week's time, I'm going to make sure that I'm staying within those dates, and I'm not not having work where it's supposed to be completed. We want to stay ahead. We do not want to get behind. And then finally, this to me is the most important. Are we staying within the parameters of academic integrity? All right, so are we owning our work? Are we the ones doing the work? Are we using honesty as the best policy with using the internet? This means I'm trying to do my work. I'm not looking up answers. I'm choosing to actually participate in my education and actually learn from my virtual experience. All right, so I hope that these things help you in your everyday journey through virtual education with Decatur City Schools.